The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
And Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back here to the Barnesville Sports Arena. It's the Rats House Pool Hall Junior Varsity Game feature presentation for you here on the Magnitude Sports Network. We certainly appreciate you tuning in, and I thought I hit start on the clock, so once again, a 16-minute first half, so we'll have to play catch-up for the first couple minutes here, but make sure my microphone is working, and it looks like it is. Okay, sweet. That's always a good thing. There we go. That was what I couldn't hear in my headset, so now we're good to go. Got the varsity game coming up after the conclusion of this one, and in between the JV game and the varsity game, it is senior night for the Barnesville Trojans. We'll bring that to you live between games here. As we, if you take a look at our website, we added a game. We added a girls' playoff game. We'll be live tomorrow from Glendon for the DGF Rebels, ranked number 5. They will see if they can avoid what the number 4 team couldn't avoid by getting powerhouse by the 13-ranked Park Rapids Panthers. So EGF on the board now here with a 3-pointer. And let me get I had the wrong roster in front of me here, so we'll get the player names correct here eventually. Nice drive to the basket, but it left it a little bit short. An offensive rebound there for, once again, I have my rosters flip-flopped, and that is throwing me off. When you do basketball games for about 6 years and you're so used to the home team being on the left side of my roster scorebook and the visiting team on the right, when they're flip-flopped, oh man, it throws you way off. But we got him right now. Jack Macy, and down low, that was, I believe that was Aaron Baker. That free throw is off. It remains 3-0 here on the Ratzels Pool Hall scoreboard. 14:43 to go in the first half of the JV game. Proudly presented today by Ratzels Pool Hall. Make sure you stop there and get a pizza and say thank you. Barnesville's on the board with that free throw, and now the Green Wave will set up their offense. Nice bucket there to make a 5-1 lead here for the Green Wave. Three-pointer on the way. That one rattles in and out. Okay, we're gonna make an adjustment on our camera here because something's wrong with it since last night's game here. So hang tight. All right, that will. I don't like that one either. Come on, what's going on here? All right, sorry for the lack of commentary there. Just wrestling with the camera there for some reason. I don't know if somebody came by and pushed a button while we weren't here or what, but I don't know. Everybody watches like, what are you talking about? It's great, but I'm just really ACD or OCD about that kind of stuff. And if I notice something off, I want it fixed. 11-5 our score now here. And now Barnesville's back within striking distance here. It's 11-8 in favor of the East Grand Forks Green Wave, and we got a timeout on the floor with 10:48 to go. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Ratzo's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzo's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzo's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzo's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. 3 on the way, and we have a tie ball game now. So a big start by East Grand Forks, and now we're knotted up at 11 apiece here in the junior varsity game, brought to you by Ratzo's Pool Hall. Mike Mason with you here on the JV commentary, and Janet's working the camera today. We got the varsity game coming up for you here on the same watch link, so all you have to do between games is get your favorite beverage refilled. Major Ness, and he can't get that one to go. And rebound comes down into the hands of, I believe that's Braden Campos, number 4. Campos gets it back, floats one up, left it a little bit short. Nice save there by Jones. And now Spencer Larson will get it out to Jones for a 3, and EGF takes the lead back. 16-11. And now Barnesville will hit a 3. Riley Hams on that missed shot, got his own rebound, and now a foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. Some of the jersey numbers not matching up here for Barnesville, but I'll do the best I can to identify the players. As Hams misses the first free throw. Second one's in. 3-point lead for the Green Wave. Now it rolls around it out. Jones gets the rebound. And Jones will bring it up court, being guarded by Ness. And it was poked away, and now a whistle and a foul. Foul on the Green Wave. The ball will go back to the Trojans. And inbounds pass comes to Major Ness. Ness lost it. And it's picked up there by Braden Carlson. He can't get the shot to go. Ness will bring it up court. Ness will lose it again. Picked up that time by Larson. Jones brings it up the court. Nice pass inside, but that was, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, actually. We'll go with Zach, that's his first name. At least I think it is. It's only 25 on the roster. That three-pointer will tie it up at 17. So the first tie at 11, the next tie at 17, and that's been the only 2 ties outside of 0-0. And now they'll loft it up court here for Major Ness. He will slow it down. And now a little baseline jumper is up. And that one's up and in, and Barnesville takes the lead. Jones kicks it out there for Larson. And now Braden Carlson to the hoop, won't go. Rebound there by Zach. And that one's up and in. And that'll be lost out of bounds. That's the first time the clock has stopped in some time. 6:58 to go here in the first half of the junior varsity game, brought to you by Ratzel's Pool Hall. Hosting a live watch party, so if you can't make it to the gym, go to Ratzel's Pool Hall. But as you can see, there's some seats, so you don't have a huge excuse to not make it to the gym right now, but I suppose one excuse is the absolutely beautiful sunshiny day that we've had here in Barnesville throughout the day. I've been here pretty much the whole afternoon, getting some lunch earlier and talking to a few friends. And in and 22-19 with 6:34 to go here in the first half of the JV game. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt here by the Green Wave. Barnesville get it over the timeline. And that shot left a little bit short there by Ethan Larson. 3 on the way, and that one rattles in and out. It was Campos with the attempt. Follow-up shot won't go, and the rebound comes down to, I believe that's Jack Bredman, and it is. And he gets it up court quickly, and it rolls off. With the shot attempt there was Isaiah Zajac. That shot is blocked out of bounds. Will remain with East Grand Forks. Corner 3 on the way. It's in. 25-19 now. Jack Bredman with the ball. Bredman pops it out into the corner here. That is Carlos Esteban, I believe, number 21. No, wait, hang on. There's 3 21s. I'm not sure which one it is. Nice passing here as they drive into the paint. Up top for Jones. Jones cuts in, kicks it out. Long jumper off the front of the rim, gets his own rebound, puts it up again. Does not get the deposit from the bank, and another opportunity that doesn't go north. But another defensive opportunity that goes sour here for the Barnesville Trojans. Way too many opportunities for East Grand Forks on this possession. Now a trip to the free throw line is coming up for Jones. That one's up and in. Floater will not go, and out of bounds it'll go, and I'll stop the clock with 4:15 to go here in the first half of the JV game. Inbounds pass for Carson McDonald. I was told that he'll get some varsity minutes tonight when I was talking to the coaches earlier. That's Jones. That three way too long, but an offensive rebound, and now McDonald has a three. Another second chance opportunity here for the Green Wave, and they cash in on it. There's a nice drive to the basket for two. Jones kicks it outside, and that three's left short. Offensive rebound went off the back of the backboard, and then a reach-in foul. As he thought he stole it away cleanly, but he did not. Actually, no foul. Oh, wait, yes, there will be a foul on the play. Don't forget, coming up after the JV game is Barnesville Senior Night. We'll bring that live to you here on Magnitude Sports. To the basket, scores. So now Barnesville within 6, a chance to cut it to 5 here if he can connect on this free throw. Done. Right down to the baseline, and couldn't have made it any easier than that. 31-23 our score now. Free throw line jumper rattles around and off. Nice passing here by the Green Wave. Looking for that open spot on the floor. Shakes loose his defender, goes to the hoop and scores. Looks like we got some substitutions for both teams on the way here at the next break in action. So some pressure here by the Green Wave in the backcourt. Nice entry pass there for Barnesville as they bring it over the timeline. It's closing in on 90 seconds to go here in the first half of the Ratzel's Pool Hall Junior Varsity game. Nice move, and a little strong though, so everything looked good except the shot. To work on that release a little bit there. A little floater from the baseline, way too strong. The follow-up won't go, and now we have a whistle. Tied at 11 and 17. I don't know if we've been tied since 17. I don't think we have. Major Ness coming back into the lineup here for Barnesville. It's another trip to the free throw line here for the Trojans. I believe it's Caden Nozzle, 5'2" freshman at the free throw line. He'll miss. Major Ness with the rebound, and now underneath another rebound, up and in. Get into the hands there, Larson. Larson dishes a pass off in the near elbow, and now they try and work it down to the baseline where it was almost turned over. 15.1 seconds to go here in the first half, and almost right in there, no doubt about it. Great attempt there from about 3/4 of the length of the court, but it falls just a little bit off the mark, and it's 33-26 here at halftime of the Ratzel's Pool Hall Junior Varsity game here on Magnitude Sports. We'll be back in a moment.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzel's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in a sponsorship, email trojantakedownclub@gmail.com. Do it today. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart Pharmacy and Hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street and get your family prepared for winter. All the essentials: shovels, sleds for the kids, furnace filters, boots, gloves, ice melt, and get free delivery when you purchase 10 or more bags. Don't forget, Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen kick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point, and they get the serve back. Quest works out the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
The ball is intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Lee's Electric in Barnesville proudly cheers on the Trojans this sports season. As a featured business on the Barnesville City website, Lee's Electric can help you with your electrical needs and projects big or small. So when there's a blast to straightaway center field, a lightning quick touchdown pass, a supercharged ace serve, or that electric layup drive in the baseline, whenever you see an electric play in the game, think Lee's Electric. Let's go Trojans. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, welcome back to halftime of the Ratzel's Pool Hall Junior Varsity game. Make sure you go buy a pizza and a beverage and say thank you at Ratzel's Pool Hall for being the feature sponsor of today's Junior Varsity game. Well, we got about 60 seconds before the second half gets underway, so let's go ahead and take a look at our schedule, and you can find that at our website at magnitudesn.com. Also, get us on our social media accounts. That'd be great. I love that. And if you take a look at our schedule here, we have the boys' varsity game between the Trojans and Green Wave coming up here after the conclusion of the junior varsity game. And then we have 2 playoff games for you tomorrow. It is that hasn't been updated yet, but it will be Perham versus Fergus Falls at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And then we'll also have the DGF DGF Rebels taking on the Park Rapids Area Panthers tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So if you're looking to watch a couple playoff games tomorrow night, those are the 2 that we got for you here on Magnitude Sports. And then more playoffs on Wednesday and Friday, and that's all to be determined if Perham continues to to win. The winner of DGF and Park Rapids would play the winner of Perham and Fergus Falls in the semifinal on Wednesday, March 6th. So now we'll get back to the second half here. This one had just started. And the inbounds pass is intercepted. And out of bounds it'll go. And that'll be a foul on East Grand Forks. .14:42. Once again, our varsity clock will catch up to the JV clock, and then we'll start and stop it. And did he get it off? Before or after the shot, I couldn't quite tell. Either way, it's a foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. So must have been in the act of shooting. And that one's up and in. +1 for the Barnesville Trojans. It's 33-29. It should be 29 and not 27. We'll give them 2 more. Looking for a 3. That one's in. That was Jones with the 3-pointer. Jones looked like he wanted to take it. Instead, he'll go in for the high percentage shot that goes off the front of the rim anyway. And ball tipped around. It eventually goes out of bounds, and I think it's staying with East Grand Forks. And that would indeed be the case. It's one of two players wearing number 15. I can narrow it down from the 3 to 2. Nice move down low, and that one's up and in. That one's up and in for a 3. Barnesville's right in striking distance now at 38-34 in favor of the Green Wave. Jones will get it up top. And Jones with a move to the basket. Nicely done. Pushes the Green Wave lead back up to 6. Three-pointer on the way, and it rattles off the rim. Three-pointer attempt, no good. Rebound Trojans, and they'll bring it up the court here. Oh, 14-footer is too strong. The 6-point lead will remain established here at the moment, and we'll see if they can build on it or not. Not on this possession. A kick ball will result in a turnover and a 3-on-2 back the other way, but it's not going to get the friendly bounce, but they will get the friendly tip for the offensive rebound. And he'll get fouled. Swish. 40-35 now. And that one's in and out. Fouls are Green Wave 4 and the Barnesville Trojans 1. As we crack the eggs on 11 minutes to go now, and a nice move underneath, but left it a little short on the reverse layup attempt there. Barnesville looking to cut down that 5-point deficit into a 1-possession game, but they turn the ball over instead. And that one will not count, but he'll earn himself a trip to the free throw line. Actually, he will not. It'll be an offensive foul, and the ball will go to the Trojans. Three on the way, and that one won't go, but an offensive board. Back out top, and the floater's up and in. 9:40 and counting to go now. Once again, if you're just tuning in, you're watching the Ratzos Pool Hall Junior Varsity game. And then we'll have Barnesville Senior Night between games, and then we'll get things ready for the Varsity game, and that's all going to be on the same stream. JV, Senior Night, and Varsity all on the same watch link. You do not have to do anything other than refill your beverage. We'll do the rest. The second team foul here on Barnesville in the second half. Inbounds comes to Jones, and he'll bring it up court. And did he travel? No, he didn't. Kind of looked like he took some large steps there, but he got fouled instead. And the basket counts. So a chance to pull within a single basket of EGF, and they do just that. A little bit easier basket, a 2-point basket instead of a 3-point basket. 8:50 to go. Three-pointer on the way. Won't go, and the rebound comes out to Barnesville. Up to Major Ness. He's all alone to the hoop. We have a tie game. 42 all with 8:42 to go. Major Ness tying the game for the first time since 17-17, and now EGF gets the ball right back. Scores a three, and they get a turnover, and they'll put it up for three again, and they jump out to a 6-point advantage in 6 seconds. That one rolls off, and the Green Wave will scramble for the rebound. Jones will bring it up court. And a turnover, and a chance for Barnesville to cut into the deficit. And some nice back and forth passing there. The alley-oop was saying, no, I'll give it right back to you. We have a timeout here on the floor. We'll take one with them. We're back in 30 seconds here on the Ratzos Pool Hall Junior Varsity game. Ratzos Pool Hall, you can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzos Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzos Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzos Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzos Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, welcome back. .7:55 to go in the Ratzos Pool Hall Junior Varsity game. The Green Wave with a 48-44 lead over the Barnesville Trojans. And it'll be Green Wave basketball out of the timeout. Once again, 7:51 to go and counting. Barnesville is in the bonus as the Green Wave have 7 fouls. Barnesville only has 2 fouls so far here in the second half. Some nice passing, in and out. Back out, into the corner. And turned over. And then turned over again. He'll wait for some teammates. Ness will step up on the defense there and harass him. Now in a double team and a timeout called by East Grand Forks, I believe. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 here on Magnitude Sports. Ratzo's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzo's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzo's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzo's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, welcome back to the Ratzo's Pool Hall Junior Varsity game. 7:17 to go. The Green Wave with a 48-44 lead over the Barnesville Trojans. After this, we'll have senior night, and then we'll follow that up with the varsity game, and you don't need to do anything. We'll do everything. Simple as that. Foul on the Trojans. It's team foul number 4. It's now team foul number 5 on Barnesville. .44 now with the free throw. Zach at the line here for the Green Wave. Going on a first name basis for him because I don't have the slightest idea how to pronounce his last name. Shot will roll off the front of the rim. Green Wave will get the rebound. Up by 5. We were tied at 44. And then 2 3-pointers later, or actually 41, excuse me. And then 2 3-pointers later, East Grand Forks took the lead right back. Now they're up 51-44 with that last basket. And a steal. And he'll go and lay it in. And now it's a 9-point lead. It's a game that was tied just a matter of about 90 seconds ago. It's now almost a double-digit deficit. short. And they'll count, and he'll go to the line to shoot another one. 53-46. So the free throws getting bigger and bigger with the more attempts that they get deeper into this second half. That free throw is in. So he converts on the three-point play to make it 53-47. It's a 6-point game now. Here on the Ratsos Pool Hall Junior Varsity game. Little floater, it'll drop in. Nicely done. Got a couple friendly bounces off the rim for 2 more points. Free, wide open look and left it short. Ness with the rebound. And off that one short, and the Green Wave get the rebound, more specifically Campos. Now loose ball, kicked around, and did he travel? No, it was a timeout. So we'll take a timeout with them here. 55-47 with 4:42 to go. We'll be back in just a moment. Ratsos Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratsos Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratsos Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratsos Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratsos Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, don't forget to follow us on our social media big four, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And then also, you can visit our website, magnitudesn.com. When you click on the schedule button, you can take a peek at what's up ahead here. A lot of tournament action for you. Barnesville East Grand Forks varsity game coming up here in about 30 minutes or so. And then tomorrow, a pair of playoff games for you. The DGF Rebels, ranked number 5, hosting the number 13 ranked Park Rapids area Panthers, who played stunner last night here in Barnesville, knocking off the number 4 Barnesville Trojans and putting an end to their season. And then the Perham Yellow Jackets will play the Fergus Falls Otters. More on that here as we get closer to your varsity game. Three on the corner was blocked out of bounds. Travel, right? Now the East Grand Forks coach wants a travel. The referees are going to get together and discuss. I think it was a travel, and that's exactly what they'll call. I think one of the referees was possibly leaning towards calling a foul, but travel, I think, was the right call there. If I'm saying travel before the whistle blows, there's a chance I was right. 58-47 now. The next foul by Barnesville will put EGF in the 1-and-1 bonus. Fouls are 8-6, 8 for the Green Wave, 6 for the Trojans. And he'll turn around and he misses everything. I'm surprised he was able to keep his pivot foot there. Sometimes the momentum takes you away into that whistle, but not that time. Jones to the hoop. Has a shot partially blocked, maybe fully blocked. Jones thought about a three, and then somehow makes a miraculous move through defense, but couldn't finish with a basket. Fine-tune that particular skill there, and he could turn into a phenomenal basketball player. And that's not to say that he's not a phenomenal basketball player right now, because there's certainly other factors like balance, defenders, all that stuff, but 3 minutes to go here, and since Barnesville tied the game, they've struggled to score points. It's been a 19-9 run here for the East Grand Forks Green Wave over the past 2.5 to 3 minutes. That three is strong. Chase down in the near corner. Now 22-footers on the way and left short. Had that been a 21-footer, he may have put his team up into the 50s, but nope, not that time. As we close in on 2 minutes to go. And that three is on the way and in, and East Grand Forks now is pretty much in control. It would take a remarkable set of events here for Barnesville to get back into this one with 1:44 to go. Don't forget that Barnesville Senior Night is coming up after the conclusion of the JV game. I was told it will not be too drastically long. And then after Senior Night, we will get things reset for the varsity game. We'll get our camera person back into the mix, and we'll bring you a full broadcast. We got a timeout on the floor. It's 65-50, and I believe we have another free throw coming up after the timeout. We'll be back in a moment. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, welcome back to the Ratzel's Pool Hall Junior Varsity game. 1:44 to go, and a 15-point advantage for the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Barnesville at the free throw line, trailing 65-50. And that free throw will not go in, and the Green Wave will get the rebound, and the final 1:40 to go here before Barnesville Senior Night. Both of the varsity teams for East Grand Forks and Barnesville are loaded up with seniors. Since this is the final game of the regular season, I'm guessing that East Grand Forks has already had their senior night at their most recent home game, and well, I'm pretty sure maybe all but two of the players on the roster were on the court for senior night. Like I said, they have a lot of seniors on that varsity roster. The Green Wave are only dressing 10 for the varsity team tonight, according to what Coach Perkowitz told me when I talked to him earlier before the JV game got started. And thank him for helping me out with a couple name pronunciations as well. "30 seconds to go. Jones has it. Evan Packer checking into the lineup here for Barnesville, or number 22. One more foul by East Grand Forks will put Barnesville in the double bonus. Not that it's going to matter with 22 seconds to go, but just so you're aware. So Barnesville try and set up for one more shot here. And at the buzzer, he'll let it go, and that'll do it. Your final in the JV game, East Grand Forks 67 and the Barnesville Trojans 50, a 17-point victory for the junior varsity Green Wave, and that will conclude your Ratsos Pool Hall junior varsity game. We'll take a short timeout here, and then we'll come back with senior night for the Barnesville Trojans. Hang on.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. All right, welcome back. About to get ready for senior night. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer.
Let's welcome Coach Askegaard. I want to welcome everybody to our last regular season home game against East Grand Forks. We're going to recognize our seniors tonight. We won't take too long because it's been over a week since we played a game of basketball, and we'd rather get after that than sit here and visit. But that is important too, is recognizing these guys. In numerical order, number 4, Braden Redmond. Number 5, Aaron Baker. Sorry, Petey. Number 3, Andrew Peterson. Number 10, Owen Riddle. Number 11, Carson Hagan. Number 15, Tate Inniger. Number 21, Connor Lopes. Number 23, Andrew Eller. Number 24, Isaac Manable. Number 32, Alex Nauritz. And number 40, Wyatt Suter.
That's a total of 11 seniors.
22 seniors. A lot of these guys have been around, or many of these guys have been around since the start. Some of these guys came back to start this year. So I appreciate everything that they've done for the program and what they continue to do to representing Barnesville Trojans and being great role models for our younger student athletes. And now I'm going to turn it over to our main speakers, our underclassmen. Gannon Ballgreen, Ethan Larson, and Zachary Redmond.
I want to thank you seniors for all that you have done. The hard work, dedication, and commitment you have put in the program does not go unnoticed. I love being around you guys. You're the best teammates and are great leaders on and off the court. Thank you guys. We're going to miss you and we wish you all the best of luck.
Seniors, I cannot thank you enough for the time and effort you've given to this program. The work you've put in not only this year but for the years past is admirable. You've set an example for all players who watch you guys play. The chemistry of your Big Village team is unmatched. You're the glue that holds us together. Nothing will be the same without you guys next year. Not the bus rides, the practices, the games. Those experiences are something I will never forget. Let's keep winning games and make your season as long and memorable as possible. Thank you for everything you've done for the team.
I would like to thank all of you seniors for a great season and many fond memories this year. It has been an honor and a privilege to have played alongside many of you since traveling basketball 6+ years ago. I've learned a lot from you and I'm going to miss playing with you all next year. Thank you for your leadership and dedication to this basketball team.
Thanks again. Let's play some basketball.
All right. 19 players on the two benches for the Trojans and the Green Wave will not be playing basketball for those two respective teams next year. You just saw 11 of those 19 on the
Logan
floor.
Yeski. Logan, thank you. Come on out here, Logan. Logan, he's never been around the game of basketball, and he's showing up every morning for morning practice, shoot-arounds, after school, running the clock, doing all the odds and ends. Thank you, Logan.
And if you add Logan, that's a total of 20. All right, that's going to conclude senior night here. We are going to continue to get things reset for the varsity game, and we'll be back. Stay tuned.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Ratzo's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzo's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzo's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzo's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzo's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville Wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in a sponsorship, email trojantakedownclub@gmail.com. Do it today.
The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
And Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
A 3-game win streak comes to an end tonight. Will it be the Trojans' 3-game win streak coming in at 15-7, or it will be the Green Waves' 3-game win streak coming in at 12-11? We'll dig deeper into this matchup here in 30 seconds when your Barnesville Senex pregame show gets underway.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Senex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
All right, welcome back here to the Barnesville Sports Arena, about 15 minutes away from the opening tap of this one here between the Barnesville Trojans, 15 wins, 7 losses, taking on the visiting East Grand Forks Green Wave at 12 wins and 11 losses. Let's take a look at these two teams side by side a little bit here. These two teams actually ranked right next to each other. Barnesville at 5, East Grand Forks at 6. How it sits right now, that could flip-flop depending on who wins here tonight. Barnesville Trojans 7-6 in section play, while East Grand Forks is 5-6 against section opponents. So the Trojans have played 2 more section games than the Green Wave have. The Barnesville Trojans, they come in with about the same points per game average as the Green Wave, 69.3 for the Trojans compared to 71.2 for the Green Wave. So the two teams score about the same amount of points per game. The difference is what is allowed per game, and East Grand Forks gives up a little bit more than what Barnesville gives up. Barnesville averaging about 56 points per game to their opponents, while the Green Wave averaged just shy of 64 points per game to their opponents. So Barnesville and East Grand Forks QRF value 85.9 versus 83 for the Green Wave. Their ranking 55 for the Trojans, 60 for the Green Wave. And as I mentioned a little bit ago, both of these teams coming into this matchup with a 3-game winning streak on the line. Barnesville Their last 3 victories, 78-52 over Norman County East Uline Hitterdall, 86-38 over New York Mills on the road. They come back home, pick up a 10-point victory, 58-48 over the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Their next 2 games were supposed to be on the road at West Central Area and at Border West, but both of those were postponed due to weather, and they were supposed to play last night in Frazee too. But if they did, I don't have a score on that one. I don't think they played that game, actually. But they might have, so I don't have a score on that one. But now that brings them into the matchup here against the East Grand Forks Green Wave, who also have won their last 3. And it started back on February 21st with a 74-29 whomping of Bagley at home, and then an 89-52 win over the War Road Warriors up in War Road. Their game against Breckenridge was postponed, and I don't think that was ever rescheduled. And then they would pick up a 63-62, just edging out the Cougars of Ada Borup Norman County West last night on March 2nd. So once again, both teams winning 3 coming into this one. The Green Wave, when they play on the road, they have 4 wins, 6 losses. They are 4-2 against conference opponents, and the Green Wave play out of the Northwest Conference, 5-6 versus Section 8 AA. And their QRF ranking is once again 83. That puts them 60 of 126 in AA and ranks them 202 out of 411 teams in the state of Minnesota. For the Barnesville Trojans, when they play at home, they're 8-3, only 3 losses here at home. And their QRF ranking is 85.9. That ranks them 55 of 126 in AA and 193 of 411 in the state of Minnesota. All right, that's a look at these 2 teams side by side. We still got your Four Hill Farms keys to the game, your starting lineups, and much more coming up here after another break here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned. Ratzo's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzo's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzo's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzo's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
All right, don't forget to follow us on the social media big 4 at Magnitude SN on YouTube, Magnitude SN on Twitter and Facebook, Magnitude Sports on Instagram. Of course, you can go to our website, magnitudesn.com. Check out the upcoming schedule here for upcoming broadcasts here on Magnitude Sports. And, well, after tonight, we have a pair of girls' playoff games for you. The quarterfinal round of the Section 8 AA tournament for the ladies continues tomorrow. And the winners will go to Detroit Lakes High School to finish out the Section 8 AA tournament. So we got the Dilworth Glendon Feltons, ranked number 5, taking on the Park Rapids Area Panthers, ranked number 13. Jason and his crew will have the Perham Yellow Jackets, ranked number 1, taking on Fergus Falls, ranked number 8 in the tournament this year. And that should be a good matchup. We've had one upset already. Can Park Rapids do it again against DGF? Can the Otters knock off the number 1 team earlier than expected? It's certainly possible. You just never know what's going to happen. So the winner of those two games will play each other in the semifinals on Wednesday, March 8th. That will be at Detroit Lakes High School. If the Perham Yellow Jackets are in that game, then we'll have it for you here on Magnitude Sports. And then, of course, if Perham should win that semifinal and move on to the championship game, then we'll have the championship game for you here on Magnitude Sports as well. And, of course, that championship game, if it did feature Perham, would feature either DGF or Park Rapids. Did I get that right? Yes, I did. Yep. So if DGF and Park, well, only one of them's gonna play in that semifinal. So the winner of tomorrow's game between DGF and Park Rapids has a really big opportunity, but they'll also have a really big test in that really big opportunity against either Perham or Fergus Falls. Neither one of those teams will be a walk in the park for either DGF or Park Rapids. But, man, Park Rapids area, they looked impressive last night against Barnesville. It was Gabby Shapersky hitting 8 3-pointers in that game. Matter of fact, her and her teammate Weaver hit 5 3-pointers on 5 back-to-back possessions within the first 2 minutes and 54 seconds of the ball game against Barnesville last night. That was a little too much for the Trojans to overcome. They certainly battled, but they couldn't quite get the job done, and the Park Rapids area Panthers move on to the quarterfinals. The biggest upset of the tournament so far. Most would probably argue that is the biggest upset of the tournament, regardless of how the rest of the tournament turns out. But still a lot of basketball to be played. Don't be a bit surprised if Park Rapids pulls it off again against DGF. DGF, though, will have the advantage of home court, and they'll be on Magnitude Sports tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, along with Perham and Fergus Falls at 7 o'clock tomorrow night as well. And then you can see there we're heading down to Florida March 12th. March 11th, actually, is our first game from Vero Beach, Florida, featuring the Fargo Post 400 Stars. And I still don't have an opponent scheduled for that, but they'll be playing somebody, and we'll have the game for you here on Magnitude Sports. And then the boys Section 8 AA tournament kicks off March 11th as well. And we'll have coverage of the Barnesville Trojans and Perham Yellow Jackets in those games as well. So that's you can dig deeper into that schedule if you want. It's all the way, tentatively, all the way through August on our website at magnitudesn.com. All right, let's take another timeout. When we come back, we got your Four Hills Farms keys to the game right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena here. It's the final regular season game of the boys regular season here, boys basketball. And it's the 15-7 Barnesville Trojans under head coach Matt Askegaard and Jensen Bensey and Adam Tonsfield, his assistants. For the East Grand Forks Green Wave, they come in at 12 wins, 11 losses under head coach Josh Perkowitz. And his assistants Mike Mahar and Dan Vansno. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I think I might have, but I apologize. Time to take a look at the keys to the game here. And we'll start with the East Grand Forks Green Wave. Limit turnovers and fouls. Pretty self-explanatory there. Produce the spark. This team has a little bit of energy. They're able to hit that outside shot too. Get a few of those early. Get your fans into the game. Create that spark. Could result in good things down the stretch for the Green Wave. Keep the Trojans under 62. If you give the Trojans too many opportunities, they're going to light you up. And they're easily going to get into the 50s tonight unless something remarkable happens. But the key here is to keep them under 62. If the Trojans score more than 62 tonight, things probably won't look too good for the Green Wave. And for the Barnesville Trojans, mix it up. Inside scoring plus inside to outside passing. Box out and rebound. Make sure the Green Wave are one and done. And control the game. So what I mean by mix it up, almost kind of similar to what I said about producing the spark for the Green Wave. Look for guys like Gannon Ballgreen to hit the three-pointer. Look for guys like Tate Iniger to go down low and score off the glass, or maybe come out and hit a three. So get some points in the paint. When you have an open look, throw it back out to the top of the key or one of the corners, launch the three and drain it, and you should be good. And that'll give you a chance to control the game, control the tempo, control the pace. Barnesville's fast. East Grand Forks is fast. I think the speed, though, might favor Barnesville just by a little tiny bit. So we'll see how this one wraps up. And that is your Four Hills Farms keys to the game. We're about 2 minutes away here from the opening announcements and starting lineups. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have those starting lineups for you here right after this. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena here at Barnesville High School, and Mike Mason with you on the Magnitude Sports Network. Hope you're having a great evening, and if you're tuning in from the East Grand Forks area cheering on the Green Wave, we wish your team the best of luck here in tonight's contest. The band is roaring here in-house. They're actually set up on the opposite side of the gym where they normally sit up at, because normally they set up in that upper left, upper right corner of your screen there, but it's all filled with parents, and it was senior night here tonight if you're joining us just a little bit late. So the starters for Barnesville, and they just handed it to me, like literally right now. So I'm going to circle them really quick here. And your starters for the Barnesville Trojans will be all seniors. We'll start with the East Grand Forks Green Wave. The sophomore, number 1, Austin Rustling. The junior, number 2, Clyde Anderson. The junior, number 10, Drew Carpenter. The senior, number 14, Cooper Smith. And the senior, number 32, Caleb Zedlick. And for the Barnesville Trojans, it will be the senior, number 4, Braden Bredman, the senior, number 11, Carson Hagan, the senior, number 15, Tate Iniger, the senior, number 24, Isaac Mandeville, and the senior, number 40, Wyatt Suter. And now your national anthem. We'll be right back. Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street. Get everything you need for your home. Smoke alarms, thermometers, Ethernet, coax cable, and maybe a little something for your kitchen. Baking goods, paper supplies, toasters, coffee pots, griddles, and stove and oven accessories. Don't forget that Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Lee's Electric in Barnesville proudly cheers on the Trojans this sports season. As a featured business on the Barnesville City website, Lee's Electric can help you with your electrical needs and projects, big or small. So when there's a blast to straightaway center field, a lightning quick touchdown pass, a supercharged ace serve, or that electric layup drive in the baseline, whenever you see an electric play in the game, think Lee's Electric. Let's go Trojans.
Newell set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen kick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back.
Quest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
All right, welcome back. We got the starting lineups on the floor. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer.
Number 2, Clyde Anderson. Number 10, Drew Carpenter. Number 14, Cooper Smith. And number 32, Caleb Zetler. The Green Wave are coached by Josh Perkowitz. Assistant coaches are Mike Mohar and Dan Bonsell.
All right, so once again, your starters, Austin Rustling, Clyde Anderson, Drew Carpenter, Cooper Smith, and Caleb Zedlick. And now for the Barnesville Trojans.
Yeah. All right, Barnesville fans, it's time to get on your feet as we introduce your Trojans. Number 4, the 6'2" senior, Braden Bredman. Number 11, a 5'11" senior, Carson Hagan. Number 15, a 6'3" senior, Tate Iniger. Number 24, a 6'7" senior, Isaac Manaville. And number 40, a 6'3" senior, Wyatt Suter. The Trojans are coached by Matt Escagard. Assistant coaches are Jensen Beachy and Adam Tonsville.
All right, so once again, your starters for the Barnesville Trojans. It's Braden Bredman, Carson Hagan, Tate Iniger, Isaac Manaville, and Wyatt Suter. Here on senior night, 5 seniors getting the start, 5 of 11. If we could play 2 games, they might all get to be a starter, but no doubleheader tonight. So that'll conclude your Barnesville Senex pregame show. We'll go ahead and put 18 minutes onto the clock and get ready to go with this one here. Between the 12 and 11 East Grand Forks Green Wave and the Barnesville Trojans at 15 and 7. Thank you so much for tuning in, and best of luck to your favorite team here in today's contest. And we are underway here as we get ready to roll, and it will be Manaville to Iniger. Checked out, Suter to Iniger, and that shot is off the mark, and quickly up the court come the Green Wave. Little floater inside won't go, and then offensive rebound kicked out to Rustling, and now Rustling, quick pass over to Clyde Anderson, and now the jumper from Carpenter won't go, and the rebound comes to Iniger. Iniger gets it to Bredman. Bredman into the corner quickly there for Hagan, now back out to Manaville. They swing it over to Iniger on the far side. Still getting used to these. Usually it's like a whole different crew that I'm used to seeing starting and seeing these guys come off the bench. So I'm struggling a little bit with the mental memory of the names and the jersey numbers. Rustling sends it now into the hands of Cooper Smith. Back over to Rustling as he goes down to the baseline. Dumps the pass back out top for Zedlick. And now a couple passes later, they'll get it back over here on the near wing for Rustling. Rustling will pull up from 16 feet. Missed that one, won't go. Offensive rebound, Clyde Anderson to the hoop and scores. And Clyde Anderson strikes first here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. It's 2-0. One thing I forgot to mention was this is a best for Bucks game. Every three-pointer that the Barnesville Trojans hit in tonight's game will result in $50 being donated to the Best for Bucks scholarship program, thanks to our game time sponsor, Ratzel's Pool Hall. And a travel is called.
Subbing in for the Greenway, number 20, Damien Bashad. Fouls on the Greenway, number 20, Damien Bashad. His first personal foul, team's first. At the line, shooting free throws for the Trojans, number 24, Isaac Vanderbilt.
And the Trojans are on the board now with that free throw from Isaac Manaville. And that one is no good. I believe it was a line violation. Yep, so he'll make the first one, but he will not get credit for the second one. So with that violation, it's as if the second free throw never occurred. Bounce pass for Braden Bredman. Bredman will direct traffic. Over to Bredman in the corner. Three-pointer, nope, too strong. The other way, that shot is missed with a foul.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 11, Carson Hagan. His first personal foul, team's first. At the line, shooting free throws for the Greenway, number 14, Cooper Smith.
Cooper Smith will
Subbing
hit.
in for the Trojans, number 1, Zach Bredman, and number 2, Gannon Ballgreen.
So Zach Bredman and Gannon Ballgreen, number 1 and 2, checking into the lineup for the Trojans, and that puts almost your normal 5 starters on the floor. And Smith will hit both. Cooper Smith 2 for 2 as the Green Wave take a 4-1 lead here. Iniger gets it off for Hagan, over to Bredman. Bredman looking inside, back up top. Iniger swings it over for Hagan. Hagan drives to the baseline, jumper up and in.
Trojans basket by number 11, Carson Hagan.
Carson Hagan gets into the scorebook. It's a 1-point game, 4-3 in favor of the Green Wave. 15 minutes to go. Carpenter with it right now. He'll swing it out there for Rustling. Rustling puts it into the corner. And driving into the paint and tried to feed it down low there for Zedlick. And they whistle. And it's going to go, I didn't see what the referee signaled. It's a foul on
Fouls on the Greenway, number
the
32,
Green Wave.
Caleb Zedlick. His first personal foul, team second.
Inbounds pass will find its way to Zach Bredman. Iniger, now Hagan, quickly over to Gannon Ballgreen. Ballgreen will get it back to Suter. And now Carson Hagan to the baseline. Back to Iniger. Iniger back to Hagan, now up to Ballgreen. Ballgreen looks left, dribbles right. Floats a pass over to Bredman. Bredman will tee it up for a three. It's in!
Zach Bredman and with that three-pointer, Ratzo's Pool Hall will donate $50 to Best Scholarships.
So $50 now for the Bucks for Best Scholarship. And now Hagen will try for another three-pointer. And that makes it a $100 deposit into the Bucks for Best. Shot is off the mark. Bredman will get the rebound. Once again, $50 for every three-pointer that is made by the Barnesville Trojans will go to the Bucks for Best Scholarship program. And right now they've hit 2 and made a $100 deposit. Ball Green looking for 150. No, that will not go. They'll miss that one, and the rebound will come down to the hands of Zedlick. And quickly up the court, Rustling and company back into Zedlick. Zedlick spins and he scores. Nice job by Caleb Zedlick, the senior, to get 2 more points here, and it's 9-6 as the Barnesville Trojans have the lead. Suter outside, Ball Green, Hagen up top for 3. Nope, that's off the mark. And now coming up court is Rustling. Rustling dishes it off there for Damian Bushaw and missed that shot. Back to the baseline, Rustling. Bushaw scores. 9-8 as Ball Green brings it up the court here.
Fouls on the Trojans. Number 20, Wyatt Suter. His first personal foul, 22nd. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 4, Braden Brennan, and number 10, Owen Riddle. Subbing in for the Green Wave, number 3, Chase Lindgren, number 5, Taylor Johnson, number 2, Clyde Anderson, number 23, Brady Moore, and number 4.
All right, we'll see if the Green Wave can take the lead here on this possession. It's Chase Lindgren into the lineup here for the Green Wave. He'll fire it over into the hands of Carson McDonald. McDonald stops up top now. That's Anderson. Anderson with the dribble, fires it out to Lindgren. Lindgren back here to McDonald. McDonald fires it over here for Caleb Johnson. And now the ball is out of bounds and it'll stay with East Grand Forks. 11:42 to go here in the first half on the Ratzel's Pool Hall scoreboard. JV game went to East Grand Forks by the final score of 67-50. And a nice drive to the hoop for 2 more. Clyde Anderson doubles his jersey number of points. And Wyatt Suter responds quickly with a basket of his own. Anderson into the corner, can't see who that is. Now McDonald has it. He'll swing it back over to Caleb Johnson. 2 passes later, it's on the baseline with Anderson. Now a 3 on the way. That one rattles off and it won't go. McDonald will try for a 3. That one missed everything. And it's saved in bounds, and the Green Wave hold the possession. Now a loose ball out of the far wing into the corner, looking to drive baseline as Anderson gets cut off, and it's out of bounds, and it will stay with East Grand Forks. So a lot of action there and no points to show for it. For Barnesville hanging on to their 11-10 lead. On the baseline, he'll work it in there for Anderson up top. Now over to McDonald's catch and shoot 3 is short. Another possession here. Some nice passing, all 5 players touching the ball, but the shot is left short as Suter grabs the easy rebound. Bounce pass up into the corner for Ballgreen, and a quick feed back to Bredman, and the missed shot cleaned up by Wyatt Suter. 13-10 now. Green wave, Caleb Johnson. Now 2 passes later, that's Brady Lohr. Inside 10 minutes to go now here, and it's a 1-point basketball game, 13-12. Bredman to Ballgreen. Ballgreen driving the baseline on Caleb Johnson, and he scores. 15-12 in favor of the Trojans here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. Here's McDonald with it. He'll feed it inside there for Brady Lohr. Lohr will make a move in the paint. His shot is blocked right back into his hands. Second shot won't go, and Suter's there with the rebound. They'll get it up here for Owen Riddle. Riddle tried to pass it in the corner there for Bredman, but it would be tipped out of bounds there on the fingertips of Chase Lindgren, and the Trojans will get it from the near corner here on the sideline. Ballgreen swings it over into the hands there of Braden Bredman, and now down low it's Inniger, and he will score.
Trojans basket by number 15, Tate Inniger. Fouls on the green lane, number 23, Brady Lohr. His first personal foul, team's third.
Fouls are Barnesville 2 and East Grand Forks 3 at the moment. Tate Inniger at the free throw line, and he made it. Tate Inniger with his first points of the night. I take that back. He actually has 3 points tonight. Forgot to record the basket earlier that he scored inside 9 minutes to go. Here's Anderson. Now they swing it over to Johnson. Johnson in the corner for McDonald. McDonald, 1 dribble on the baseline. Cross court, catch and shoot 3. It's in! Chase Lindgren with the triple. The freshman connects from 20 feet. Here's Zach Bredman, hands it off for Riddle. Riddle now Ballgreen. Ballgreen had it poked away by McDonald. It's a fight for it. And McDonald to the hoop, and he scores off the steal. That's his first 2 points of the game. Back the other way, and it's another turnover for Barnesville. And then right on the near sideline here, Carson Hagan tried to take it away, and McDonald falls into the East Grand Forks crowd. He's okay, he's up and walking around, that's a good sign. Ball simply out of bounds, no foul on the play. Remains with the green wave. Lindgren with it up top. Bounce pass right into the hands of Johnson, who put up the shot off the back iron, won't go. And an offensive board. Trying to split a double team outside. Corner 3, Caleb Johnson connects. And now the East Grand Forks Green Wave take a 20-18 lead.
Fouls on the green lane, number 40, Carson McDonald. His first personal foul, team's 4. Subbing into the green wave, number 1, Austin Russell. Number 10, Drew Carpenter. Number 20, Damian Rashad. Number 14, Cooper Smith. And number 32, Caleb Zedler.
Inside for Inniger. That one will not go, but Ballgreen will come away with it. Gets it to Riddle. 7:35 and counting to go as Bredman has it. Zach Bredman over to Ballgreen. Back to Bredman. Bredman looks left, dribbles to the right. High post, dishes it behind the back there for Inniger. Little hook pass. Ballgreen up top. Hagan will try for a triple. Yes, he'll get it.
Zach Bredman for
check that. Zach Redmond, my apologies. There was one less number 1 on that jersey than I thought there was. And that's another $50 into the Best for Bucks Scholarship Fund. And there's another basket by Zach Redmond. 5 points for Zach Redmond on the last 3.
30-second timeout.
And a 21-20 lead change for Barnesville. And now with that basket, they lead 23-20. We have a short timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Electric in Barnesville proudly cheers on the Trojans this sports season. As a featured business on the Barnesville City website, Lee's Electric can help you with your electrical needs and projects big or small. So when there's a blast, a straightaway center field, a lightning quick touchdown pass, a supercharged ace serve, or that electric layup drive in the baseline, whenever you see an electric play in the game, think Lee's Electric. Let's go Trojans.
All right, welcome back. 23-20, Barnesville with the lead. East Grand Forks could tie or cut it to 1 here on this possession. Rustling has it up top right now. And pass across the baseline there to Bushaw. And nearly turned over. Bushaw gets it back up top. Catch and shoot 3 on the way. Carpenter cannot connect. Offensive rebound and a foul underneath, and that's going to send Zedlick to the free throw line.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 11, Carson Hagan. His second personal foul, team's third. At the line, shooting free throws for the Green Wave, number 32, Caleb Zedlick.
And Zedlick will connect on that free throw.
Trojans, number 10. Owen Riddle.
Zedlick with 3 points now as Owen Riddle comes in. Gannon Ballgreen will get a breather on the sideline for the Barnesville Trojans. 23-21 here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard, and Zedlick will look to cut that down to a 1-point deficit. And he will do so. 2 for 2 on that trip to the Barnesville Booster Club free throw line, and now Owen Riddle has it. Quickly Hagan catch and shoot 3. That one will not go. Ball into the hands of Rustling. He'll bring it up court. 6 minutes and change to go. Nice passing into the corner there. Suter on the defense. They get it back there to Carpenter. Now 2 passes later, near wing here for Bushaw. And now a high post jumper. Rustling a little strong on that one. Missed it to the left side. And the ball go out of bounds and stay with the Green Wave, as Bredman wasn't able to control it. Up top for Bushaw. Now they'll put it in the hands of Cooper Smith. And Carpenter with it up top, over to Bushaw. Now Zedlick. Zedlick looking around up top, and that is Drew Carpenter again. Carpenter looking for some help up top for Rustling. Rustling will hand it off for Carpenter. Carpenter circles to the top, rolls one on the ground, loose ball. Zedlick gets into the hands of Rustling. He moves to the baseline, and he draws the foul.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 10, Owen Riddle. His first personal foul, team's 4th.
So both teams have 4 fouls now.
Austin Rustling.
And Owen Riddle gets charged with his first personal. Rustling, the sophomore, connects. And that's his first points of the game. And that ties us up at 23. And that one will not go in. But an offensive rebound and a chance for the Green Wave to retake the lead. Up top, Rustling. Swings it into the hands of Smith. Smith to the hoop. and it's another foul on Barnesville.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 40, Wyatt Suter. His second personal foul, team's fifth. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 2, Cannon Ballgreen, and number 4, Braden Redmond.
Turnover for the Green Wave. Here's Iniger. Braden Bredman gets it down low. I think that's Suter. Can't quite see, and it was stolen away. And now the Green Wave. Bushshaw will bring it up. Hand it off there for Carpenter. Carpenter tried to skip a pass inside, but Tate Iniger was there for the interception. And now Ballgreen back to Iniger. Iniger thought about it. Gets it back to Ballgreen. Looks left, goes right. Suter drives into the paint. And goes to the hoop, scores and one!
Trojans basket by number 40, Wyatt Suter. Fouls on the Green Wave, number 20, Damian Bashad. His second personal foul, team's fifth. Subbing in for the Green Wave, number 2, Clyde Anderson. Number 40, Carson McDonald. Number 23, Brady Lord.
So 3 in and 3 out for the Green Wave.
And number 5, Caleb Johnson.
Free throw missed. With the ball now is McDonald, and now 2 passes later going to the hands of Lord. 3-pointer on the way, that one left short. And a breakaway here for Wyatt Suter. He'll go to the hoop and lay it in.
Trojans basket by number 40, Wyatt Suter.
6 points for Wyatt. I'd make that 8 points for Wyatt Suter. McDonald gets into the hands of Anderson. Into the corner now, that is Johnson. Caleb Johnson looking to drive the baseline. 2 passes later, McDonald has it. Opposite baseline, gets cut off. Back to the top of the key for Lindgren. He'll hand it off quickly to Anderson. Anderson looking for some help. On his pivot foot, gets it back to Lindgren. Lindgren will dribble back up top and gets it to McDonald. Quickly into the corner there for Johnson. Outside opposite corner, 3 on the way, and it rolls off. And Iniger touched it last. He'll stay with the Green Wave.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 1, Zach Brennan.
Trojans on a 4-0 run right now here over the last couple minutes, but points have been hard to come by for both teams. Nice spin move there to create some space, and it results in 2 points for Clyde Anderson. He has 6 now tonight. Nice move there by Clyde Anderson, and the Green Wave pull within 2. Iniger has it just inside the top of the arc. Ballgreen kicks it out. Riddle looks left, looks at the basket, cross court Suter. Suter spins, and it's a charging foul on Wyatt Suter. That's his 3rd personal, team 6.
His 3rd personal foul, team 6.
And we have a substitution here for Barnesville.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 11,
Carson Hagan in, and they'll bring Wyatt Suter out. Wyatt Suter with 3 fouls. That might be the last we see of the first half here. McDonald. Now Lindgren brings it over the timeline. He'll direct traffic. Inside 2.5 to go. Lindgren still with it, being guarded closely there by Hagan. Needs some help. Pressure at the timeline there, and now Clyde Anderson will get the ball deeper. And he tried to throw it out the leg of Iniger, but instead it went between his legs, and here comes Gannon Ballgreen to the hoop. Basket will not count, but he will get fouled.
Fouls on the green wave, number 40, Carson McDonald. His second personal foul, team 6.
Inniger will try for a three. That bounces off. 27-25 Trojans here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. Here's McDonald with it. Now gets it up for Anderson. Anderson tried to drive in on Riddle. Pops it off there for Lindgren. Lindgren will come back out top. Now that's Brody Lohr. Lohr quickly to McDonald. McDonald will try for a 20-footer. No, that's not going to go. And the rebound comes down to the Trojans. Zach Bredman tried to lock the pass there for Owen Riddle, but it was tipped by the Green Wave, and now going out of bounds. McDonald's will be the last one to touch it, and it will remain with the Trojans with 1:36 to go here in the first half. Next foul puts the other team in the 1-on-1 bonus. And that one is going to be over and back. Bad pass results in a turnover. The Green Wave get it on their side of half court here. Just a tick inside 90 to go, down by a basket. They'll inbound it into the backcourt, and Lindgren will bring it over. Bounce pass over to the far wing there for Rustling. Rustling now to Anderson. Anderson gets it back to Lindgren. Over to Rustling. Rustling looking around. Anderson drives into the paint through defenders, and he gets it to drop in. Clyde Anderson, 8 points on the evening here for Mr. Clyde, and now a blocking foul down on the other end here for the Green Wave, and that'll put the bonus light on here for the Trojans.
Fouls on the Green Wave, number 2, Clyde Anderson.
Clyde Anderson, his first.
At the line, shooting free throws for the Trojans, number 10, Owen Riddle.
Owen Riddle will make his first trip to the line tonight. That one is swish, nothing but net. Just about 40 seconds to go here. And that is Rustling, and he cannot get that one to go out of bounds. And clock will stop with 32.5 seconds to go. We have a timeout on the floor.
Timeout taken by the Trojans. 30-second timeout.
It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back here in just a moment on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today.
All right, welcome back. Finally shut down AC/DC's TNT after a 30-second timeout that felt more like 90 seconds, but we are back. Inbounds pass for Bredman as the Green Wave puts some pressure into the backcourt. 29-27 in favor of Barnesville here in the final 24 seconds and counting of this first half. Iniger hands it off. Bredman tees it up for 3, and it's short. And now the Green Wave with a chance to tie or take the lead here with about 10 seconds to go. Clyde Anderson to the hoop, left it short. Ballgreen up court and a foul. Foul stops the clock with 2.2 seconds to go.
Subbing in for the Green Wave, number 32, Caleb Zetler.
No foul, I guess. Just I'm not sure what that call was for, to be honest. A lot of happening there, and I wasn't looking at whatever happened. They have to get the shot off here. They will not get it off. And that shot will not count. It happened after the clock hit 0, and that's too bad, because that would have given the East Grand Forks Green Wave the lead. But instead, it is 29-27 in favor of the home team in purple here at the Barnesville Sports Arena. Halftime, we'll let up some numbers. We'll come back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back. Newell will set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen picked, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Inquest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
The ball is intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street. Get everything you need for your home. Smoke alarms, thermometers, Ethernet, coax cable, and maybe a little something for your kitchen. Baking goods, paper supplies, toasters, coffee pots, griddles, and stove and oven accessories. Don't forget that Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and IsoClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzo's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in a sponsorship, email trojantakedownclub@gmail.com. Do it today.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Ratzo's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzo's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzo's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzo's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena. 29-27 in favor of Barnesville here at the halftime break. It's been a lower scoring game than I thought it would be, but they are also on pace for their average. Almost 30, 60, and Green Wave maybe a little bit under their average right now. But what matters is that they're within a basket of the Barnesville Trojans right now. So we'll see what the teams discuss in the locker room and what they come out with Plan B here for the second half. After a somewhat low-scoring first half, could we see a more explosive second half? I guess we'll find out. Let's take a look at the game summary up through the first half, brought to you by Ratzo's Pool Hall. Trojans 11 of 20 with half of those shot attempts coming from behind the arc. They've connected on 3 of them. Those 3 go 2 to Zach Bredman and 1 to Carson Hagan. And that's $150 into the Best for Bucks program, scholarship program, thanks to our game time sponsor, Ratzo's Pool Hall. They've sponsored a lot in today's game. Fouls 6, 3 turnovers for the Trojans. For the Green Wave, 10 of 28 with 8 of those 28 shot attempts coming from behind the arc. They've connected on 2 of them, 1 to Chase Lindgren and the other one to Caleb Johnson. 5 of 6, which is pretty decent from the free throw line. 6 fouls and 4 total turnovers for the Green Wave. So turnovers are pretty much even. Fouls are pretty much even. Free throws are pretty much even. 3-pointers are pretty much even. Though really the only thing that kind of favors one team or the other is the Trojans have made more shots on less shot attempts. 11 of 20 compared to 10 to 28. And yet it's still a 2-point game. That's a look at your halftime team numbers as the two teams retake the floor here. Let's take a look at the in the final 2 minutes of halftime, the individual numbers so far. So once again, 29-27. 1 for Austin Rustling, 3 apiece for Lindgren and Johnson, 2 apiece for Cooper Smith, Damian Bushaw, Brady Lohr, and Carson McDonald, 4 for Caleb Zedlick. And your leader right now for the Green Wave is Clyde Anderson with 8 points. So some pretty even scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 of the players who hit the floor for the Green Wave in that first half scored buckets, scored points. but still nobody in double digits, and that remains true for the Barnesville Trojans as well. 1 for Isaac Mandeville, 3 for Tate Iniger, 2 for Owen Riddle, 2 for Gannon Ballgreen, 5 for Carson Hagan, and Zach Bredman and Wyatt Suter are your 2 leaders with 8 apiece for the Barnesville Trojans. Green Wave struck first. Barnesville took the lead at 6-4. Green Wave would take the lead back at 20-18. Barnesville takes the lead back at 21-20. We'd be tied at 23. And I forgot to write down who took that lead change. I believe it was East Grand Forks at 25-23, if memory serves me correctly. Barnesville ties it up at 27. Then they hit the free throw to take a 28-27 lead. And well, now we're at 29-27, and they haven't given up the lead yet. And that brings us to halftime. So in that first half, we had 2 ties and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lead changes, with 3 of the lead changes going to Barnesville, the other 2 going to East Grand Forks at 20-18 and 25-23. We'll reset the foul counter here to 0-0 for these 2 teams. There's 18 minutes on the clock. Let's get ready to go for the second half here on Magnitude Sports. Just want to send out a quick reminder. Don't say anything negative about anybody. Teams, coaches, referees, players, fans, schools, anything. If you do, we'll block you from the chat. That is a warning on the description of every single YouTube one we have. We don't tolerate it. One violation and you're gone from the chat. So there's a 3-pointer up and in from the near corner here for Cooper Smith, who gets the scoring started for the East Grand Forks Green Wave in the second half. And that gives the Green Wave a 30-29 lead. And now Tate Iniger gives the lead back at 31-30. So we've already had 2 lead changes here on the first 2 possessions of this first half. Tate Iniger getting that last basket. He's up to 5 now. Zach Bredman. Ballgreen for a 3. Yes, he got it.
And Ballgreen for.
And with that 3-pointer, it's another $50 for a total of $200 now into the Bucks for Best Scholarship Fund. Back the other way, and it's a steal by Ballgreen. And Ballgreen to the hoop, and he will get fouled. And that basket almost went in, too. First foul of the second half for either team.
Fouls on the Green Wave. Number 1, Austin Rustling. His first personal foul, team's first. At the line shooting free throws for the Trojans, number 2, Gannon Ballgreen. Subbing in for the Green Wave, number 23, Brady Moore. Number 5, Caleb Johnson. Number 3, Chase Lundgren. Number 20, Damian Bashad. And number 40, Carson McDonald.
So nearly a full line change here for the Green Wave. And he'll miss that one. And a loose ball will... Zach Bredman up in the air over Ballgreen and McDonald. And now the Green Wave have an opportunity to capitalize on that as they had an odd man rush back the other way. Now here's McDonald as all 10 players are down at the court, this end of the court once again. That 3 is not going to go in, out of the hands of Caleb Johnson. And a near turnover, and what's the call? Is it going to be a reach in? It will be.
Fouls on the Green Wave, number 20, Damian Bashad. His third personal foul, team second. Subbing in for the Green Wave, number 2, Clyde Anderson.
So Braden Bredman will inbound it from in front of the Green Wave bench. Zach Bredman to Gannon Ballgreen. Down in the corner there for Hagan, I believe. Yep. Bredman has it again. Zach Bredman up top. Gannon Ballgreen for a 3. He hits.
Gannon Ballgreen from way downtown. And that's another $50 donated to Best Scholarships by Ratzo's Pool Hall.
the other way now. It is Caleb Johnson. Loft pass over to McDonald. McDonald lost his balance cutting across the free throw line there. Was able to get the pass off to Anderson. I'm sorry, that was Lindgren. Now Anderson has it. 38-30 Barnesville. They took the lead at 31-30, and the Green Wave have not scored yet. There's a missed three, and Iniger with the rebound. Up court, Ball Green patiently waits, gets his own rebound, puts it back up. It's swatted away by Anderson, and there's a foul.
Fouls on the Green Wave. Number 2, Clyde Anderson. His second personal foul, team's third. At the line shooting free throws for the Trojans. Number 2, Gannon Ballgreen. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 40, Wyatt Suter.
Ballgreen 3 of 4 from the Barnesville Booster Club free throw line here in the second half and in the game. Only one missed free throw in the entire game here for the Barnesville Trojans. And they find themselves up by 10 with inside 15 minutes to go.
Fouls on the Trojans. Number 4, Braden Bredman. His first personal foul, team's first. At the line shooting free throws for the Green Wave. Number 40, Carson McDonald.
And that one's in for McDonald. McDonald with 3 points now. So he gets ready for his second of 2 free throws, and he connects on both of them. Nice job there by Carson McDonald. Zach Bredman has it as the Green Wave fans and their bench chat defense, and they'll throw the ball away and they'll give it right back to the Green Wave. Barnesville on a 10-3 run right now. I'm sorry, a 10-2 run. And I'm going to apologize one more time. It's an 11-2 run. Green Wave are up 30-29, and now Barnesville's up 40-32. So that's 11-2. And my math teacher would be happy with me and still give me a C grade level on that one. There's Ballgreen with it. Corner for Suter. Now Zach Bredman. Back over to Suter. Looks inside for Iniger. He'll back up his defender and score.
Trojans basket by number 15, Tate Iniger.
42-32, and it's a 10-point lead for the Trojans. Zach Bredman trying to sneak in a steal there, but they'll flip it over to the far corner. Caleb Johnson will try and work out of there against Braden Bredman, now against Zach Bredman. And now it's going to be a steal. Braden Bredman will come down and lay it in.
Trojans basket by number 4, Braden Bredman.
And a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today.
All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena. 44-32 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans here in the final regular season game as they host the East Grand Forks Green Wave. 13:25 and counting to go now here. And that shot is up and it rattles in. That's Caleb Johnson. That basket matches his jersey number on total points that he scored tonight. Substitution coming up for Barnesville in the next break in action. Here's Zach Bredman, and that one got tipped out of his hands. And up the court quickly come the Green Wave, and it's a 4-0 run out of timeout for the Green Wave. Caleb Johnson 4, Barnesville nothing out of the last Green Wave timeout. Here's Iniger. Iniger will find his way through defenders and score. Couple pump fakes and pivots his way through and scores off the glass. Nicely done by Tate Iniger. Caleb Johnson, who's had 2 baskets on the last 2 possessions. Now 2 passes later, 3 passes later, it's McDonald for a 3 that's blocked. Now rolls off for Suter, he couldn't get it in. Green Wave will drive into the paint again, and that one thrown up and left out, and it's going to go back to Barnesville. Last touch by the Green Wave on its way out of bounds, 46-36. 12:08 to go here in the second half. Braden Bredman will go out, and I think Ballgreen's the one who came in, but I'm not sure. In the corner, baseline jumper off the side of the backboard. Ballgreen gets the crazy wild rebound. He backs up dangerously close to that midcourt stripe. He'll get the screen from Iniger, and now he'll pass it to Iniger, and Iniger will go to the hoop, and he'll battle for his own rebound, and a whistle, and what's the call? I think it's a foul on the Green Wave.
Fouls on the Green Wave. Number 1, Austin Rustling. His second personal foul, team scored.
So that's 4-1 now on the fouls for the Green Wave. Ballgreen, wide open look, and it rims out. Here's Zedlick, pushes it out to Cooper Smith. And now Rustling up top. No, check that. That is actually Carpenter who hits. 46-38, closing in on 11 minutes to go as Bredman gets it to Iniger. Now Suter. Back out to Bredman, now over to Ballgreen. Ballgreen drives the baseline, scores.
Basket by number 2, Gannon Ballgreen.
Gannon Ballgreen with 13 points now, with most of those here in the second half. Matter of fact, 11 of the 13 have come here in the second half. Still a 10-point game as Bredman brings it over. He goes to the hoop, puts up a wild shot. It will not go. Getting the rebound is Carpenter, and he'll bring it back up court here for East Grand Forks. Quickly over to the far side. That is in the hands of Cooper Smith. Now up top for Rustling. He'll swing it into the near corner once again here for Carpenter. Carpenter inside, loose ball picked up by Zedlick. Zedlick feeds a pass back to Carpenter. Free throw line jumper is up off the left side of the rim and it will not go. But Zedlick with the rebound. Back to Carpenter. Now they fire it over there to Bushaw. Bushaw now into the corner. I believe that's Smith. No, that's Rustling. And then they lose it out of bounds. And
subbing in for the Trojans, number 10, Owen Riddle.
and a whistle here. I think they were trying to get a substitution in. I think, maybe not. Yes, they were. Yep, Iniger out, Carson Hagan in. 10-point lead with 10:07 to go. Bredman gets the inbounds pass. Quickly down to Wyatt Suter. He bumps and misses the shot. Now driving baseline, and he'll lose it. Loose ball, and it's picked up there by Carson Hagan.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 4, Brayden Bredman. And for the Green Wave, number 2, Clyde Anderson.
And we have a timeout by the Trojans. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds ourselves. Be right back.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Hey, welcome back. 9:52 to go. Full court pressure here by the Green Wave. Inbounds to Brayden Bredman, and a whistle as Bredman dished the pass off to Carson Hagan. We have a foul on the Green Wave.
Green Wave, number 20, Damian Bashaw. His 4th personal foul, team Smith.
So that's the 4th on Bushaw, the 5th for the Green Wave. Johnson will come in, Bushaw will go out. Barnesville will have it underneath their own hoop on the baseline. Get it up for Hagan. Hagan now Suter. Looking around for a Riddle. Now over to Brayden Bredman, up to Gannon Ballgreen. Ballgreen will dribble into the mid-post, out top. Hagan for a 3, left it off the front of the rim. It will not go, and the rebound quickly outletted here to Clyde Anderson. Anderson will spin. Up top now, that's Carpenter. Carpenter, 2 passes later, Clyde Anderson. Anderson back over to Carpenter. He'll drive the baseline, skip a pass in. It was poked out of his hands. Will stay with the Green Wave. Nice pass by Anderson. He was driving the baseline, threaded it through 2 purple jerseys to his teammate Zedlick, and then another purple jersey would pop it out of bounds. So some nice ball movement there by the Green Wave, and one nice defensive play ended that threat. Carpenter has it again. 9:05 and counting to go. And a turnover. Inside 9 minutes to go now. Ballgreen over to Suter. Suter into the corner there. I think that's Hagan, and it is. Brayden Bredman. Now Suter. Looks left, dribbles right, hands it off for Hagan. Hagan skips it out. Riddle now Ballgreen. Ballgreen steps back, fires it over Suter. Suter into the paint. And Ballgreen thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. Brayden Bredman gets it to Hagan. High post jumper up, left it short. Ran into the hands of Owen Riddle. There at the baseline. Out for Gannon Ballgreen. For a triple. That's off to the right side. You could tell that was not going to go in the moment it left his hand. And now 3 back the other way, will not go in. But an offensive rebound for Zedlick. Ballgreen will battle for it, and there's going to be a foul, I think, on Ballgreen here.
Fouls on the Trojans. Number 2, Gannon Ballgreen. His 1st personal foul, team 2nd. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 1, Zach Bredman, and number 15, Tamian Ingram.
So you approach 8 minutes to go. It's still a 10-point game. Neither team has scored in a couple of minutes here. That one nearly tipped away. Zedlick gets it back and scores. Thought I heard a whistle, but apparently not. Now I heard a whistle. Zedlick possibly with the foul.
On the Green Wave, number 32, Caleb Zedlick. His 2nd personal foul, team 6.
And now Zedlick's going to be taken off the court by the official. I believe there might be some blood on his arm. They'll check him out, and they'll get a substitution in.
Number 23, Brady Lohr.
Brady Lohr, Jr., checking back in. Played a few minutes in the first half. I think this is his first appearance in the second half. And they're going to call a kick ball, so it'll remain with Barnesville. Takes one tick off the clock. And a foul, and what's the call here? A lot of people there, a lot of movement. It's a foul on the Trojans.
His first personal foul, team's third.
.7:43 to go. About 2 minutes ago, there was 7:46 to go. Into the backcourt, and now we've taken more time off the clock in 3 seconds than we did the previous 3 seconds in some time. Corner three, there's a lot of threes in that sentence, and it's scored by number 3, Chase Lindgren. 5-point game suddenly here with 7 and change to go. Owen Riddle in the far corner, nearly lost it, gets it to Zach Bredman. Quickly inside for Iniger, and one!
Trojans basket by number 15, Tate Iniger. Fouls on the Greenway, number 23, Brady Lohr. His second personal foul, team 7. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 11, Carson Hagan.
Hagan in and Riddle out for a breather. Makes it.
Subbing in for the Greenway, number 32, Caleb Zedler. Number 40, Carson McDonald.
51-43 now off the free throw by Iniger. Greenway still within striking distance here. If they can get a good look at the basket and cut away at the deficit. There's a nice job there. Clyde Anderson in double digits now with 10 on that basket. And a missed shot down at the other end, but an offensive rebound and an offensive reset here for the Trojans. Runs into Zedlick. And through the legs, who's going to get there? And it's going to be a turnover. And quickly up the court, McDonald scores. 2 more for McDonald, he has 6, and Bredman scores. And now Bredman's in double digits. May or may not have gotten away with a travel. There's a three-pointer from Lindgren. Lindgren with 9 points, all 9 from behind the arc. And the Green Wave fans are into this one. We talked about in the keys to the game. Get something going, create a spark, and their fans might be able to carry them back. Last time this game was tied was at 27-27 back in the latter part of the first half.
Fouls on the Greenway, number 2, Clyde Anderson. His third personal foul. Subbing in for the Greenway, number 1, Austin Leslie. And shooting the 1-and-1 for the Trojans, number 15, Tate Iniger.
And he'll miss the front half of that 1-and-1. Three-pointer on the way here from Rustling won't go. Up court to Iniger. Iniger stops, drives in, and misses, gets his own rebound, and then snagging it is Clyde Anderson. Back the other way, a little floater won't go up. Anderson with the offensive board, and he muscles his way up. He won't get it. He'll get another opportunity, and now what do we have here? A jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Green Wave. Nice move there by Rustling, and he scores. It's a 1-point game, 53-52, as that 10-point lead for Barnesville has evaporated now. Ballgreen, Iniger, thought about it. I think he was just trying to fake out Zedlick there. And the Green Wave fans chanting defense. Off the foot, it's last touch by somebody in white, says the ref down below.
Number 10, Drew Carpenter.
And we have a timeout. It's a full timeout, 53-52. 4.5 to go here in the regulation. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today.
All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena. Trojans have a 53-52 lead. East Grand Forks had a 30-29 lead. Barnesville took the lead at 31-30. They haven't given it up yet. At one point, their lead was 10, but the Green Wave have battled back, and now the lead's 1, and they have a chance here to come up with a defensive play and take the ball away from Barnesville and maybe get the lead. But Barnesville has a chance to extend their 1-point lead here, and we'll see what they can do coming out of their timeout here. That's 60 seconds to chat things over. Iniger with it. He'll get by Zedlick, and Iniger will go in and score off the glass. And the senior makes it a 3-point game. One of 11 seniors on the Barnesville roster. McDonald for the tie. We are tied! 55 all here in the final 4 minutes of what could possibly be regulation. We'll see. Ballgreen. Ooh, and a hard spill there by Iniger, but I think he just lost his footing. Good to see that he's okay. Here's Zach Bredman working the ball up top. Going up against Lindgren. Now Ballgreen. Ballgreen will get a screen, but nothing comes from that. Nice transition on the defense there for the Green Wave to avoid that screen. Ballgreen goes to the hoop. May have been partially blocked, out of bounds. Ballgreen touched it last, and the Green Wave will have a chance to take the lead. Last time they had the lead, the score was 30-29. Barnesville's only committed 3 fouls, so it'll be a moment before the Green Wave get into bonus land. And a blocking foul on Ballgreen. Here's one of the fouls. That'll be, I believe, his second.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 2, Daniel Ballgreen. His second personal foul, team score.
Lindgren will inbound it there for Carpenter. Now gets it over to Anderson. Anderson back to Lindgren. Bredman will step up on him. Lindgren trying to dribble around, gets it to Zedlick. Zedlick outside, 3 on the way. Carpenter, no, it's not an out. And the long ball rebound comes out near half court. Bredman will control it, and he'll reset, circle around in between the circles. Tied at 55 with 2:41 and counting to go. Now Iniger has it just outside the free throw line, and Bredman will back up once again. Hagen, Iniger drives, runs into a triple team, feeds it back out. Hagen, now Ballgreen will try for a 3. He hits it! Gannon Ballgreen with the triple, and it's a 58-55 lead for Barnesville, and that pushes the Bucks for best scholarship deposit up to $300. Thanks to our game time sponsor, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Back the other way, it's another basket. 58-57, Clyde Anderson with the basket. Minute 45 and counting. Iniger hands it off for Zach Bredman, and that jumper's too strong. Ballgreen gets it back out to Bredman, and he got it out quickly enough to avoid what could have potentially been a travel. Here's Ballgreen, and he got it stripped out of his hands. He'll go out of bounds and stay with Barnesville. 58-57, a minute 25 to go. Make it a minute 26. And a substitution here. Cooper Smith in, and getting a breather is Chase Lindgren. Suter has it. Now Iniger over to Ballgreen. Zach Bredman now. EGF fans chanting defense. And he goes through defenders and draws contact, and it's a foul on the green wave.
Number 32,
and that'll put the Barnesville at the line. It's going to be the third on Zedlick. Team foul number 9. The next one will put Barnesville in the double bonus.
Number 3, Chase Lindgren.
Lindgren comes back in. No fouls, 9 points, all 9 from behind the arc for number 3, Chase Lindgren, a freshman. And the free throw is not going to go in. Green Wave with a chance to take the lead here. Lindgren has the ball. And Lindgren, luckily, keeps the dribble going as he'll pass it off there. And now Clyde Anderson will try and set something up as he hands it off for Carpenter. Carpenter, high jumper, no, not going to go. Rebound Ballgreen, outlet to Bredman, back to Ballgreen. Now Iniger. Ballgreen has it, and there's a whistle.
Fouls on the green wave. Number 1, Austin Ressler. His third personal foul. Team's 10. At the line, shooting double bonus for the Trojans. Number 2, Cannon Ballgreen.
So 2 shots for every foul from the Green Wave from here on out for Barnesville. 41 seconds to go, and he misses the free throw. Owen Riddle and Braden Bredman in, Wyatt Suter out, along with Carson Hagen out. 58-57, Barnesville with the lead. Big free throw here. And he will miss it. He missed everything. And it is out of bounds, and the ball goes back to the Green Wave. Those 2 free throws could very well play a big role in the final score of this game. All right, we have a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. The final 36.8 seconds right after this.
Ratzo's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzo's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzo's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzo's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, don't forget to follow us on our social media big four at Magnitude SN on YouTube, Magnitude SN Twitter and Facebook, Magnitude Sports on Instagram, and of course MagnitudeSN.com. Our website, click on schedule, a couple of playoff games for you tomorrow. DGF Rebels and the Park Rapids Area Panthers. 7 o'clock quarterfinal, Perham and Fergus Falls. 7 o'clock quarterfinal, both of them here on Magnitude Sports tomorrow night. Close one here, 58-57. With 36.8 seconds to go in regulation, and the Green Wave have the ball out of the timeout. Comes inside for Rustling. He'll hand it right back off to Carpenter. 32 seconds to go. Green Wave will look to maybe hold for the final shot. Or close to the final shot. Probably won't take a shot until inside 10 seconds would be my guess. Outside, have a look at the three. Another short jumper, it's up and in! 59-58 and a timeout! With 11.2 seconds to go. It's a full timeout. I believe it was lingering on the, I think it was lingering on that shot. I couldn't quite track it all down. We'll give him credit. Well, let's double check here. Yeah, it was lingering because he had 9 and now he has 11. So I got it right. We'll keep it here. Let's take a look at that schedule once again. So once again, a couple of playoff games for you tomorrow. If Perham wins tomorrow, then we'll have a playoff game for you on Wednesday. If Perham doesn't win, then that'll be the end of our basketball coverage. And we'll take a couple days off until the boys tournament starts up on Saturday, March 11th. And Saturday, March 11th also happens to be the debut of the baseball season here on Magnitude Sports, as the Fargo Post 400 Stars and Magnitude Sports travel down to Vero Beach, Florida for 9 games over 10 days in sunny Florida, and I may be rubbing that in on purpose. I may not be. If I was not the one going to do the play-by-play on those games, then I would not rub it in on you. All right, let's bring it back live here. 11.2 to go. It is Barnesville basketball. The Green Wave fans are on their feet. They're hoping for a defensive play here, and they'll put some people in the backcourt. Now they're chanting EGF. And they lost it out of bounds. It goes back to the Green Wave. 10.4, Barnesville's gonna have to foul on the inbounds pass or get a very quick turnover. The foul's probably the better thing here. Suter and Hagen out. Riddle in, and I didn't see who the other one who snuck in. I think Braden Bredman. In here for Carpenter. And a foul by Ballgreen. It's his third. Team's fifth. So they have to foul 2 more times with 8.4 seconds here. And a quick foul by Inniger. That's team foul number 6. So the next one will put the Green Wave at the free throw line. 7.8 seconds to go.
And into the backcourt, and Ballgreen will foul. His 4th, team 7th, bonus time for the Green Wave. And I apparently didn't hit stop on the clock. There's 7 seconds left. So I'll verbally count you down, those final 7 there. So Lindgren has to make one to get one. And a timeout's going to be called by Barnesville. So we'll keep it here. Even if Lindgren makes both of these free throws, it's a 3-point game and a chance for Barnesville to maybe hit a 3 of their own back at the other end. If that is the case, if Lindgren hits both of the free throws, look for the ball to go to Zach Bredman, Gannon Ballgreen, Carson Hagen, or even possibly Tate Iniger. All 3 of those have a pretty good 3-point shot. There's a couple others in there that could sneak in there and surprise you as well. If he makes one of them, then everything's up for grabs. They have 7 seconds to go down. Actually, 6.7 is what's on the clock. They have 6.7 seconds to go down and get a game tying basket. They don't necessarily need the 3. But it all depends on what Lindgren can do here at the Barnesville Booster Club free throw line. And we'll see if the Trojan student section can distract Lindgren or not. Once again, 6.7 to go, 59-58. Possession arrow favors Barnesville. And will we have a substitution here? Will they allow it? That's the question. They are not going to allow it. Lindgren will have to take this free throw and make it in order for that substitution to come in. If he misses it, Barnesville needs a rebound. It's a 2-point game, 60-58, and Lindgren has 12 points on the night. Big free throw here, and he makes it. So now Barnesville's forced to hit a 3 and a timeout. 6.7 seconds to go. 61-58 as Lindgren hits both of the 3s. Now Barnesville's going to draw up a play here. See who's sitting on the bench and who's standing. It's a full timeout. Trying to analyze this here for you through all the white t-shirts. We'll keep it here. I'm going to do something here really quick, if I can remember how to do it. I think I know how to do it. Let's see here. There we go. I did remember how to do it. 6.7, we'll call it 7 seconds. Actually, we'll call it 6 seconds. Okay, let's try this again here. All right, we'll call it 6 seconds because that's about what it is. All right, it's a 3 to tie. They've put 7 seconds on the clock. Zach Bredman. That's an interesting play, and it worked. Iniger through, nearly lost the ball. Iniger 4-3 and a tie, and it won't go in, and it's ripped away. After the clock hit 0. Don't know why that happened, to be honest, but yeah, I just had to check something and make sure that if it was something I could fix live or if I had to shut down. And when I saw the particular warning sign that I saw, I knew I had to shut down. And it looks like we're still on the same link. It looks like we still have a whole bunch of people watching according to my numbers here. So, yes, I think I succeeded. All right, well, we have a fantastic finish here. 61-58 in favor of the East Grand Forks Green Wave. They'll finish the regular. Do they have one more game after this? I think they have one more game. I'm not sure. Well, I'm not going to say that they're going to finish the season, but I will say that they will improve to 13-11 on the season. How about that? The Barnesville Trojans will finish their season with a record of 15-8. And we talked about it right there towards in the final 30 seconds or so of that second half, to look for them to drop a play to either Zach Bredman, Gannon Ballgreen, or Carson Hagen or Tate Iniger. And they did draw up a play that resulted in Tate Iniger trying to get that game-tying shot, but it would bounce out the back of the rim. The rebound would be tipped around. The Green Wave would pick it up, and they would take a couple of dribbles towards half court, and that would be all they would need to do to secure the victory tonight, 61-58, in a fantastic back-and-forth ball game. East Grand Forks taking the lead at 59-58, and then Chase Lindgren hitting 2 free throws to make it 60 and 61-58, and that was your final score. And we talked about it earlier, too, when Gannon Ballgreen was at the free throw line. And this is not to put the game on Gannon Ballgreen, because there were a whole bunch of other people who missed one shot tonight or a couple free throws. But Gannon Ballgreen was 3 for 4 from the line. And then on that next trip, he missed both of them. That would have given Barnesville a 3-point lead at that point in the game. Green Wave come down the court. They find Chase Lindgren on the baseline for a little floater that goes in to give the East Grand Forks Green Wave that 59-58 lead. And had Ballgreen made those both of those free throws, Barnesville still would have led 60-59. And we talked about it in the keys to the game that if the Green Wave could hold the Trojans to less than 62 points, that they would have a chance to win this game. So we're going to have to rely on our stat book here based on what I wrote down, because the home team decided to shut off the scoreboard before I could double-check any of my numbers. So these are your unofficial numbers here. We'll add them up live here for you. But your final score, once again, 61-58 in favor of the Trojans. If I do the quick math on that, that is got to do 2 sets of quick math on that here. So Barnesville outscoring East Grand Forks 29-27 in the first half. East Grand Forks outscoring Barnesville 34-29 in the second half. So Barnesville scoring 29 in the first and 29 more in the second, for a total of 58, and they came up 3 points shy from a overtime session with the Green Wave here tonight. So 61-58, your final. It was East Grand Forks scoring first. Barnesville would take the lead at 6-4. Hang on to it until the Green Wave took the lead back at 20-18. Next possession, Barnesville would hit a three-pointer to take the lead at 21-20. A couple of possessions later, East Grand Forks would tie it up at 23. They would take the lead at 25-23. Barnesville would tie it at 27. Barnesville would take the lead at 28-27. They would have the lead going into halftime at the score of 29-27. And then on the second possession for the Green Wave in the second half, they would take the lead at 30-29. Barnesville takes the lead back at 31-30. They would hang on to that lead, and at one point they would have a 10-point lead. But then the East Grand Forks Green Wave would battle back and eventually tie the game at 55. Barnesville would take the lead on a three-pointer, 58-55. East Grand Forks would miss the next shot. Barnesville would come down. Gannon Ballgreen would get fouled, go to the line, miss both shots. East Grand Forks would come back down, and Chase Lindgren would hit a floater from the baseline on the right side of the basket to give the Green Wave the 59-58 lead. And then Barnesville would foul 4 times to finally get East Grand Forks to the free throw line, where Chase Lindgren would hit 2 big free throws. So he hit a big shot from the baseline to give them the lead, and then he locked in the victory with 2 free throws. And Tate Iniger had a chance at the buzzer, but it just didn't get the friendly bounce on the home court tonight. And this one ends in regulation, 61-58. let's go ahead and add up the numbers. We'll do it live for you here. I got 3 points for Austin Rustling. And once again, this is unofficial because they turned off the scoreboard quickly before I could do a chance to double-check anything. 8, 10, 12 for Clyde Anderson, according to my numbers. 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13 for Chase Lindgren. Caleb Johnson had 3, 5, 7. Drew Carpenter had 2. 5 for Cooper Smith. 2 for Damian Bushaw. 2 for Brady Lohr. 6 for Caleb Zedlick. And then let's see here. Carson McDonald had 2 at the half. He would add 3, 5, 7, and the second for a total of 9. And for the Barnesville Trojans, it would be Zach Bredman with 10. Gannon Ballgreen, let's see, he had 2 at the half. 6 is 8. Plus 2 is 10. Plus 3 is 13. 14, 15, 16. According to my numbers for Ballgreen. 2 for Braden Bredman. 2 for Owen Riddle. 5 for Carson Hagan. 1 for Isaac Manaville. Yes, Isaac Manaville. Put that in the wrong spot. 8 for Wyatt Suter, with all 8 of those coming in the first half. And Tate Iniger, 3 at the halftime mark. He would add 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 for a total of 14. So Gannon Ballgreen with 16, Tate Iniger with 14, your 2 leaders in a losing effort for Barnesville tonight. And for the East Grand Forks Green Wave, as I scan up and down, your leader is Chase Lindgren with 13. Right behind him was Clyde Anderson with 12. Your unofficial scoring numbers here for the Green Wave and the Barnesville Trojans. Let's take a break. We'll come back, look at the team numbers, select players of the game, all that cool stuff, and we'll be back in a couple minutes here. Once again, your final score, 61-58. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Lee's Electric in Barnesville proudly cheers on the Trojans this sports season. As a featured business on the Barnesville City website, Lee's Electric can help you with your electrical needs and projects, big or small. So when there's a blast to straightaway center field, a lightning-quick touchdown pass, a supercharged ace serve, or that electric layup drive in the baseline, whenever you see an electric play in the game, think Lee's Electric. Let's go Trojans.
All right, welcome back. Your final score once again, 61-58 in favor of the East Grand Forks Green Wave tonight. And it was a thriller. Came down to a shot at the buzzer for an attempt at a tie and send it to overtime, but that shot would fall a little bit off the mark, off the back iron, bounce off. Barnesville had a chance for the rebound, but they only had a couple seconds left. I think that couple seconds kind of got them a little bit nervous. They didn't snag the rebound for a chance to get it back out behind the arc and take another shot at the three. The Green Wave were able to steal that rebound away, take a couple dribbles, and bring the clock down to 0, and that's how this one would come to a conclusion tonight. Let's take a look at the team numbers here on the game summary brought to you by Ratzel's Wall. And 22 out of 43 shooting for the Trojans, with 16 of those 43 attempts coming from behind the arc. They connect on 6 of them. 2 for Zach Bredman, 3 for Gannon Ballgreen, and 1 for Carson Hagan. That's a total of $300. Thanks to our game time sponsor, Ratzel's Pool Hall, deposited into the Bucks for Best Scholarship programs. They are scholarships that are awarded to Barnesville seniors at the end of the year. So once again, we want to thank not only Ratzel's Pool Hall, but all of our Best for Bucks game time sponsors that we've had over the course of not only the basketball season, but also the football season this past fall. And as a result of those sponsors, I can't remember all of them, but I could make a good guess at who all of them were. They have donated, I don't have the exact number, but if I had to take a guess, it'd be close to a couple $1,000s for that scholarship program, which is absolutely awesome. All right, and then 6 of 16 from behind the arc, 8 of 11 from free throw land. That's not bad at all. 12 fouls, 6 turnovers, with most of those 12 fouls coming at the end to force the Green Wave to the free throw line to give Barnesville a chance at the end. And then shooting for the Green Wave, 23 of 52 with 18 of those attempts coming from behind the arc. They connected on 6 of those 18. 3 for Chase Lindgren, 1 for Caleb Johnson, 1 for Cooper Smith, 1 for Carson McDonald, and I think I missed one, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I didn't. I got them all. And then 9 of 10 from the free throw line tonight. The Trojans were actually perfect in the first half. Their 3 missed free throws came in the second half. And, man, think about it. If they would have remained perfect, it would be 61-61. There's so many things that could have, you can't stick the loss onto one player. You can't stick the win onto one player. Because if one person from the East Grand Forks Green Waves misses 1 or 2 shots, less or more than they did, this game goes to Barnesville. So I mean, you can't pin the loss or the victory on one player. I know that I kind of highlighted those missed free throws by Ballgreen late in the second half there, but like I said, you can't pin this on him, because if one of his several other teammates would have made 2 of the shots that they missed, Barnesville would have won. So, facts are facts there. And, if the Green Wave would have made a couple more shots than they missed, they probably would have won this game by 10 points instead of 3. So there's a lot of ways that this thing could really shake, rattle, and roll out. Let's take a look here as we bring you back to the live camera here. Time to select your Barnesville Drug and Hardware player or players of the game. And, I think we got to go 2 on each side. Like, that is my honest opinion. It is very unfair to wrap this down to just one player, because so many people contributed for both teams in this game. So we're going to award 2 players of the game to each team. We'll start in a losing effort. Barnesville Drug and Hardware players of the game for the Trojans, Gannon Ballgreen and Tate Iniger. They had fantastic nights, and they kept the Barnesville Trojans in this game with their hot shooting, more so in the second half than the first half. Barnesville, 29-27 leading at the first half, but barely anybody scored in the first half. The scoring was a little bit more spread out, and it was a bucket here, a bucket here, a bucket here. One person had a couple buckets. You move to the second half, and the bucket here story kind of goes to the East Grand Forks Green Wave, and it was the Ballgreen and Iniger show for the Barnesville Trojans in the second half, because you take away the second half, and Ballgreen has 2 instead of 16, and Iniger has 3 instead of 14. So Iniger and Ballgreen will be our dual players of the game for the Barnesville Trojans in a losing effort. And for the East Grand Forks Green Wave, I almost want to give it to 3 players, but the 2 that stand out are Clyde Anderson and Chase Lindgren. Clyde Anderson had a big first half and poured in a couple more baskets in the second half. Lindgren had a big 3 in the first half, but had an even bigger second half with a total of 10 points of his 13 in the second half. The junior Clyde Anderson and the freshman Chase Lindgren will be our Barnesville Drug and Hardware player of the games in a winning effort tonight here for the East Grand Forks Green Wave. For Barnesville, that wraps up the regular season. I think East Grand Forks has one more game, but I already shut down the schedule, so I can't say that for sure before we head into the section tournament. So, once again, sorry for the little freeze moment at the end of the game, and thanks to the ones who stuck around after the quick restart. So, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much to our sponsors for their support over the regular season. And we will have some Barnesville boys playoff basketball for you. The girls, if you aren't already aware, got eliminated last night in the first round of that tournament at the hands of a very hot Park Rapids Panthers team. Ranked 13th, but they sure didn't look like a 13th ranked team last night. They will play the they will play the DGF Rebels, not EGF, but DGF Rebels, tomorrow here on Magnitude Sports. Let's go ahead and take a look at that schedule. pair of playoff games for you. Quarterfinal round action, DGF Rebels hosting the Park Rapids Area Panthers and the Perham Yellow Jackets hosting the Fergus Falls Otters. Every time the Yellow Jackets and the Otters get together on Magnitude Sports, it usually is an exciting game. We'll see if the same is for that tomorrow. And I'd be willing to bet that the DGF Park Rapids game could be a pretty good one too. If Park Rapids can come out like they did last night against Barnesville, that could be a double upset. Number 13 knocking off the 4 and then possibly the 5 tomorrow night. We'll see if they can do it. It's certainly possible. Something you might want to tune into and find out for yourself. All right, your final score one more time. The East Grand Forks Green Wave 61, the Barnesville Trojans 58. For Janice on camera, my name is Mike Mason. The pleasure's been all mine. We'll talk to you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, for playoff basketball here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.